Oza nebyo kusamba bivaako buvi. No shaga, usajja ate bwekyaba kyakala. Mama, kata yomona.
On U24 television. Don't miss out.
U24. Don't miss on U24.
Entrepreneurs Hub, giving you a deep and unique insight into agribusiness, services, ICT and innovation, industrialization and so much more. Entrepreneurs Hub, growing your small, medium and large business entity. With yours truly, Sandra Kahunde.
Hello, my name is Erica Murunchi and welcome back to Be Inspired by Erica. Hope you are fine. So today I want to talk about meaningful friendships. Friendships are important to us because they help us relate with others. For example, family, cousins, and friends at school, and many others. How do you make those friendships meaningful? Surround yourself with people who inspire, uplift, and support you. Meaningful friendships are a treasure, and having them in your life, invest in friendships that nourish your mind, heart, and soul. Remember, meaningful friendships are a two-way street. Be willing to show up, listen, and support, and you'll find that that same love and support you gave will come back to you. Stay blessed. Much love.
I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home.
Hello, the people of Uganda. You are most welcome to this very important edition of the State of Affairs on U24. And I've been informed that we're also streaming live on a TikTok and also streaming live on YouTube. Just put U24 and you'll be part of the conversation. Ampere Amon Tega is my name, and it is such a privilege that I am here to inspire you, the people of Uganda. That is our number one mission. When we talk about U24 or Uganda Broadcasting Corporation and U24 Television and all our platforms, as long as you hear UBC, we are here to make sure that we do that. This evening, it's such a privilege and honor for me to have a very special guest in our studios of U24, and is going to be inspiring, informing, but most importantly, guiding the country on how to get your national ID, to register your child, and any other service that are provided by National Registration, National Identification and Registration Authority. You must call it Nira. This is Peter Okwalinga, Communications Officer, joining us this evening. You're most welcome, sir.
It's a pleasure to be here. UBC is always our home, you know. So it's the first and the last.
Indeed.
Yes, yeah.
When you talk about Nira, there are so very many questions that people tend to raise, because it is one of the institutions of government that is really providing good services to the people, whether in town, whether in the villages, whether you're outside the country, whether in the country. You must know and interact with Nira at a given point, or you will need Nira at a certain point, and they also need you. I want to believe that Nira and the people of Uganda is like water and fish. But who is water this time? Okwalinga is going to tell us. You're most welcome. For those that have had Nira for their very first time, maybe they are visiting this country, maybe they are not aware, or maybe they just know it about national IDs. What is it about? What is your mandate? How far have you gone in fulfilling that very noble mandate? And when were we established?
Yeah, you see, the history is that in 2014 there was a national ID project. Yeah, that was our baby, that people were registered, about 15 million, 15.8 or something like that were registered. Actually, yeah, 15.8.
2/3 of the population at the time.
Were registered during that time. But consequently, 2016, there was an act of parliament establishing Nira. National Identification and Registration Authority. But let me explain it more graphically so that we are all able to pick it. Nira basically takes charge of vital statistics and vital events of a human being. A child is born, we register them, we give them a NIN and a birth certificate. But most importantly, we give a child a free birth certificate if this event is registered within 6 months, within the first 6 months. So government says, you see, you've done your part, you've hurried, you've not wasted time, you've heeded to the call, you've come, we've registered your child.
From day one,
yes,
to 6 months.
From day one. From second one, from microsecond one, that poop, register your child.
You can come from the theater or from the ward and go direct to register a child.
Actually, the mother could still be in the theater, but
as the father is taking,
yes, but
that's responsibility.
Yes, the news is there that
fathers outside there you've had.
Exactly. So
it is the other gift that actually the mother and the baby can get just right from the hospital.
It is to show that it's the best time to register your baby, because it's a moment that you're bonding as a family. It's a moment of joy. So for us, we like calling it register your bundle of joy. We are flexible to the extent.
Meanwhile, as we bring the flowers, this time we should also accompany it with the card of Nira that this child is a Ugandan now.
Exactly,
Ugandan.
Especially.
It is one of the good gifts that one can bring through.
And so you don't even have to hustle to get a name. You know, you can give that child any name, because after
how do you change the particulars in future? I say I was rushing and I want to change the particulars on that card for my child.
The beauty is you can come and change the particulars, so long as within the 18 years you can come and change particulars free of charge.
Oh, sure.
You see that? So that's the bit about it. Don't worry about, you see, the father doesn't agree with this name, the mother doesn't, the grandmother also wants to add a name. You're free to do that,
Or
so
even
long
the
as you do
children
it.
themselves, because at 18 I've heard so many that change their names. At 18 someone can change even their names.
Yes, we have a couple of those cases, and also we have those ones who register at school. You see, someone is called Peter, then someone goes to school and says Pierre.
Yes.
So parents back home do not know that their child
is called Pierre.
Yes. Fortunately, so that's why it's very good for us as parents to guide. Sometimes you actually fill in the form. And specifically, you see, on our website, we have a platform that allows you to pre-register online. So you can sit home as a family, access your internet, log in, and start entering your details as a parent, as a family, so that in case your child has to be registered at school, you just give them, we send you a message. You just issue this message to a Nira team. They will feed in that message, and all they will do to your child is just capture biometrics. No more, no less. It takes about 5 minutes.
I was going to put that to you, that I've had some cases where children or learners are registering themselves at school because the Nira staff and officials are also going through schools registering.
Yes, yes.
And also I've had concerns that where these learners or children tend to register even their nicknames. I have a niece called Murungi Philippa, but you'd find that at a certain point wants to put Kitty because Kitty is one of the lovely names she knows, and everyone knows that Kitty. So that, and maybe you reach home and say, but this is, how about you change this? So I don't know how you are trying to improve that.
You see, before we go to a school, we speak to teachers and the school administration. The idea is that so that they speak to parents, that a Nira team is going to be here in the next maybe 2 weeks. So they'll be here for the purpose of registering your children. Because, you know, this is, given the technology we have now, people are in WhatsApp groups, so it's easy for them to communicate, be it boarding or day. And most specifically, they inform us, targeting probably our visitation days. And then we give them, we tell them the requirements that we need. We need this and this and this. We also give them forms that you can't give these forms to parents. Encourage them to fill in these forms, and so that by the time we come, they are ready. We just come and capture biometrics. For us, that's how we try to make sure that the data we capture is accurate. Because we have learned from experience. You see, we went to schools in 2017. You know, we went to schools to register learners. At that time, we registering learners from age 6 and above. So we have learned our lesson that sometimes some teachers went and declared themselves as parents of these children. So we're a bit careful. We want to have accurate data, because once we have accurate data, it's easy for someone to get a NIN and consequently the national ID. Nonetheless, if my daughter fills in the name that they want, and probably they haven't yet attained academic documents, if you agree as a parent, so be it. So later on it will reflect on academic documents. Unfortunately, but as a minor, you cannot make that decision.
Interesting.
Yes.
But I've also heard that you always attach the NIN of this child to the NINs of their parents. So if they register from schools, how do you get to the NINs of their parents? Because anyone can be called Amon Utega outside there.
Yes, it's very true that we attach children to their parents, consequently creating something that appears like a family tree.
Yes.
Yes. So I have Okwalinga here. Okwalinga gets married. He has his wife here.
Also, the wife is also linked to...
Yes, yes. If both names are available for the father and for the child.
So the child, those that have more than one.
You know, it's okay. It's okay. There's no problem. There will always be one father.
Is it a must?
The most important thing is there will always be one father at a given time.
Okay.
At a given time of registration. So we have a father, a mother. Below there we have a child. When that child also gets children, you will still have, you see,
the branches.
The branches. Once that happens, so given time, in the next maybe 200 years, it will be easy for you to trace. You see? So when this person says, I'm a great grandchild of Ukwalinga after like 4 generations, whereas I'm the only living child.
Because you can't trust that.
Yes. And something that we're about grappling with right now. You find someone coming to declare a death of 1950. This is my grandfather. Then we ask them, what shows that this is your grandfather? There is no proof. Those are some of the cases where people say, getting a death certificate from Nira is very difficult. What do? We need you to prove that there's a relationship between... Yes. Yeah. So these people are quite smart. They tell you, you see, my great-grandfather had only one child. That child did not produce. So for me, I'm a child of a brother of the other one. You understand? Very to make it a bit complicated for you to, investigate, assess the situation. But we're created, first of all, to make sure that we collect accurate data.
Okay. That's interesting. But you also mentioned that for free from day 1 to 6 months. What happens for those that are older than that?
Oh, 6, let's say 7 months up to
6.5 and above.
No. 6 actually. So long as the person hasn't clocked 7, that's still 6. There's nothing like I'm 20 years and a half, for instance. Yeah, and a few days. No, 6. Moment the person clocks 7, that's now 7. So they pay 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 up to about 12 years.
Okay.
Yes, they pay 7,000. I mean 10,000. And then from there, from 12 to 18, that will be 20K, 20,000. And then adults pay 50,000.
50,000.
50,000.
Okay.
So most important thing is
the more you delay, the more the charge increases.
Yes.
The earlier the better.
The earlier the better. But it's also a compulsory thing. You see?
So you have to do it.
You have to do it anyway. And also, most importantly, for death registration, it's actually free for the entire 1 year. If you report that there is a death that has occurred within your family, and then you proceed to process a death certificate, so long as it falls within the first 1 year, the government gives you a death certificate free of charge. And death certificates are a very vital document, both to government and also as family members in management, especially of family property.
Gone are the days when people would give birth anywhere, in the garden, in the farm, in the bush, at home, in the bedroom. Actually, I remember one of our uncles, that the wife gave birth, and we were outside playing, and we never knew that there was a baby in the home. But these days, at least most of them, I must say that they are giving birth in the hospitals. And I'm interested knowing the role of the hospitals that play in this.
Okay.
Now that you're partnering with schools, how about hospitals where lives are born?
I'll speak more passionately about the births that have occurred outside the hospital, because it's not as organized as the hospital. I was born in the bush. Okay. Yes. So I relate. Bush product. But I'm here.
For those who went to the bush.
Yes. Okay. You can say so.
But you are hardcore.
Yeah. We are bush people, so that's why we push events. Events must happen. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So wherever you put me, I will survive. I will move. Yes.
You survived the bush after
I survived the bush. I survived the mosquitoes, the snakes, and all that.
Interesting.
Yes. But I'm here, and my birth is registered. So, once a birth occurs within your family, say in the house, one of the parents, a mother or a father, or even one of the siblings, the law actually allows up to the age of 6 that anyone who was present and you're 6 years and above, you can go and say, there's a birth that occurred in our house. You know, you do that at the sub-county.
Okay. Do you have offices there?
For now, we're using
Who
the
do we
structures.
report to us specifically at the sub-county?
The sub-county chief. They have a facility there. They notify.
Is there any document that we can
Yes, get? It's called a birth notification record. What our friends normally call a short birth certificate. We no longer have anything like that. We have what we call a birth notification record. A moment that detail is captured, it's now a known fact that a birth has been registered. That process is free of charge, regardless of someone's age, even if it were you. I know you're about 70 years, isn't it?
I'm about.
Yes. So that process is free of charge.
Okay.
Now, that birth notification record is what you now carry to a Nira office to process a birth certificate, which is now might be free if it's within 6 months, or a fee is levied on it, a statutory fee. You understand? That's now, so on top of that, you just add copies of parents' IDs and name of the child, or even just merely names. If you know names correctly of the parents, we issue a birth certificate. So,
interesting. So apart from those that are born home, the bush warriors, how about those that go to the hospital?
Now our colleagues, the birth that occur from hospitals, get much
easier. Say that they are planned kids. Someone plans and they go to the hospital and they expect.
And also there are different levels of planned kids.
Yeah,
there are others where birth is given, someone gives birth, it's free of charge or subsidized. Then there's high end. But for us,
a planned kid.
in comparison to mine.
Okay.
Yes, because I was in the bush.
Okay.
So, the most important thing now, the most advantageous thing, specifically right now, that we have teams that are present at high volume hospitals. High volume hospitals where those events highly occur. For instance, we are here in Naguru, this hospital here.
The China,
yes. I'm just giving that
Uganda.
an example. But we are all over the place. Up to, actually in some places, up to Health Center 3. Because we want to give you an opportunity. Don't give an excuse. The child is born, we are here. We register the child. Within 2 days, the name is out. We produce a certificate. Yes, I dare say. Right now as we speak, your only role is make sure the data you give us is accurate. Accurate in the sense that if, for instance, I am Okwalinga Peter, I am Aniteso by tribe, and I am Ikarbokaroak by clan, my child should bear the same data. The tribe and the clan. The rest of the things, you can put whatever you want. Yes. The algorithm that you have designed picks that data, reads what you've spoken about the child, what you've written about the child, and runs very fast to read the father's details and generates a name. This is a system. This is no human intervention. So a moment it does not contradict a name. So it could even be a matter of hours.
Sure.
The challenge is if this data contradicts, you just mistake a clan. Instead of giving this clan, you've given the algorithm escalates it to human intervention. You know? So application consequently delays. I'm sure you've heard stories of people saying, We applied on the same day. We are even twins. We even use the same computer. How come for him, he has got his? For me, I have not. The system deals with us individually. You know? But we are there at hospitals. We are there to make sure that we give an opportunity to specifically to people who are giving birth right now to reduce backlog. And you know that right now, statistics are there indicating that we have 1.5 million births happening across the country. So it's one of the ways that we are trying to reduce this gap. But also, most importantly, we are not there permanently. We are there for a bit of time because we do not have capacity to maintain that permanent presence at our hospitals.
Okay. Interesting. You have registered, I have registered my child today. What did you give? Is it the card, the national identification card?
Very important. That's why I want to make sure that we produce your certificate as fast as possible. We give you an in, we produce for your certificate, which is also free of charge, and has
the child gets the NIN and also the certificate.
Yes. Yes.
Not the national, not the card.
Let me come there. So this certificate will bear all the details of the child and the parents. So it will be easy for you to verify this child belongs to and so. So it will have the child's NIN, have the parents' NINs, you know. So this child will carry this this certificate, use it to be enrolled at school, use it to process a passport, a bank account, inherit property of parents, family. They grow with this document, and most especially a NIN, up to the age of 16 years. 16 years is now the legal age of getting a national ID. They have this national, they just come to us to update their data based on the NIN.
So but they remain with the same NIN?
NIN, same NIN, nothing changes. We just update a picture, they become the same people. We issue them that ID. Now, they grow up to 18 years. They get married. We issue them a marriage certificate.
Okay.
Yes, we issue them a marriage certificate. So
you also give out marriage certificates?
Yes, we do.
From most of Ugandans, even including myself, we are used to getting them from
the Gombolola?
No, from Uganda National Registration.
Oh, URSB.
Yes.
That mandate was given to Nira. Last year, it was given to Nira, I think last year, yeah. Okay. So consequently, we now issue, like I told you earlier on, that we're now in charge of vital events of a human being, life cycle of vital events.
Because you are very vital.
Exactly. So birth is a vital event, you know, in your life. Marriage is a vital event in your life. Unfortunately, even death. You see, some people say, you see, whereas we do not know what happens, that the person is gone, we are mourning. In the other world, there could be rejoicing that who will welcome
someone
you.
is born there.
Yes. So for us, the ones who have stayed back, we give you a certificate. So people, as you rejoice from heaven, people who are down here are using this document to safeguard.
Let's go back to marriage certificate.
Yes.
I've gotten married and we have wedded in church. So when do we get that certificate from Nila? And people tend to confuse these two. There is one that they get from places of worship, maybe a mosque, maybe the church.
Good, very
and
good.
it is also called the marriage certificate.
Yes,
but also, Nira, you're also telling us that there's also marriage certificate.
Very good.
Can you please help us with the line or distinction?
Very good, very good. Now, marriage is a function of government. Government is responsible for that. However, government says, you know, in order for us to make it easy for everyone and reach everyone, and also being cognizant that there are different sects of people. There are Christians, there are Muslims, there are Hindus, and there are people who even don't have any religion. They are traditionalists. Okay? So, government gives power, delegates power to churches. But they license you. They license this church. So this church conducts a wedding, designs its own marriage certificates. you know. So then, but it's gazetted because government has delegated it that power to register. So that certificate is brought to us to certify. So, but here is the catch. Once government delegates you power, especially for churches, they open for you an account. You file it online.
The church does that?
Yes. So for us, we're even able to tell
that so and so got married.
Yes.
In Kaberamaido.
In Kaberamaido, somewhere in Chanamukaka.
In the system.
You see it in the system.
So by the time they come through, you already know.
Yes, we already know that. So we check in the system and we put a stamp on it. So you go back with your document. The same thing.
They present the same certificate that was given to them.
Exactly.
In their places of worship.
Exactly.
For you, just authenticate.
We just authenticate and say, indeed, this event occurred.
You don't give your own certificate.
I'll tell you the difference. So in case you come with a certificate, we log into a system and you do not exist, we do not certify that.
That would be a disservice from the church, because you rightly said that it is the church that is supposed to upload these documents to
yes,
the
system. Just in case the church is negligent, which we don't expect. So we continuously keep on sensitizing these churches. Likewise, to...
So what happens if I bring my marriage certificate and you don't see it in the system?
We don't exist.
Do we go back to the church for the church to, or there is a provision that I can go to any computer and be able to upload this by myself? Because I have the document already.
You do not have
capacity. I have my wife already.
We do not have capacity. In fact, at that point, you don't have a wife. You don't have a wife. It's null and void. So, so you go back to church.
That's how serious it is.
Yes, you go back to church. We know the church. The church is the licensed body.
On behalf of God.
On behalf of God, not you. We do not know you. So
that means the logins have to be of the church, not individual.
Yes, not individual. That we will consider it fraud, you know. And the same thing with the traditional marriages.
I was going to ask that.
Which now might be your favorite, polygamous in nature. You see?
What happens there?
You do kwanjula. Basically, you do kwanjula. And the issue, you do kwanjula, you go to the gombolola. Gombololas have a register.
Okay.
They register it. From there, they give you a document.
I thought they go to the Basau.
No. Gombolola, and they actually have a register.
Okay.
They have a register.
So it is the gombolola that issues that certificate.
Exactly.
That I have to take to Nira.
To certify.
Okay. Is the gombolola in this country, for those who don't know gombolola, it is the sub-county.
For planned children.
Yes, the sub-county. So does the sub-county also have to upload this certificate to your...
For now...
Because for churches, you say they upload to your system. So what happens to those who go to the sub-county?
We haven't yet graduated to that.
At the gombolola level?
Gombolola level, yes. However, there is evidence that we ask you to present in terms of pictures that actually an event occurred. So you have these pictures that you did a kwanjula, an introduction. People came, they made merry, and then we went to the gombolola, because we even ask you to show us a picture of the register.
Where registered?
Yes, well, you know, the gombolola chief indicated, put his, entered your details. You know, we ask you, we were trying to minimize errors, you know. Then you come to us, we certify it, so that marriage is registered. But because it's polygamous, you can go and do another one and come back.
But I've also
do as many as possible.
I've also heard about civil marriage.
Exactly, I'm coming there.
What happens there?
Now, civil marriage is you agree with your spouse that...
and we are ready for marriage?
We are ready for marriage. So you walk into a Nira office.
Nira office?
Yes, walk into a Nira office. And we have space right now. We conduct...
The other time where they used to go to court? Or they would go to...
That's the same thing they call court.
Yeah?
Yes, it's the same.
So this time they go to Nira?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
The nearest branch? Or we have to go to the headquarters?
I will come to that. So you come to us.
With my wife?
With your wife to be.
Yes, it's not yet.
Yes, your wife to be.
Is my
and
fiancé.
then two other adults.
Okay.
Two other adults with copies of IDs.
Witnesses.
Witnesses. At a very minimal fee of 250,000, if yes, 250,000, and you're married.
It's a good cost.
Good cost. We have space. You just get your cameraman, maybe an iPhone or whatever it is, take pictures. At the very minimum, don't hustle. You see? Yes. And actually, we get a number of them, about over 60 of them in a week.
Oh, sure.
Yes, over 60 in a week. Yes.
People are getting married.
People are getting married. People are serious about it. So, that sort of marriage, that kind of marriage, we issue our certificate.
Direct from the source now.
Direct from the source. We give it to you. Now, there's also a catch to it. There are also people who are outside Kampala who may not be in position to come to specifically our office.
Not tell me you do virtual weddings.
No, because what if you lie to us that you're a man and yet you're not a man, and you know the law doesn't.
And I've seen so many cases.
Yes, we cannot do virtual. What if you're there but someone is pulling you, is putting you on a gunpoint that
he's
you must
putting on a weave and he's saying,
oh, you must say I do. You must say I do. So really, we haven't yet gone there.
Okay.
But there are those conversations people are appealing for, but not yet now.
So what happens there?
So you go to the district. For now, it's the cow at district level. Yes, you don't have to come to Kampala. You go to the cow, chief administrative officer, and they will unite you. They will unite you. You go home.
And what happens to the certificate? Do I have to come to Nira again, or the cow provides?
But the certificate will be issued to you. We issue it to you.
Then?
Yeah, we issue you the certificate. There is something unique about it. You can also come and say, you see, I want to do my wedding at the beach.
Okay.
What we do, we
you carry the entire team of Nira.
No. You can even tell us not to come. Even your church actually can go and do it. Yes, can go and celebrate. So what we do, we just gazette that place at a fee of 300,000. So you can decide to say you want to do it atop Bombardier. You can do it in the water. Our role is to just gazette that place. You pay a fee of 300,000. We gazette the place. If you're in a hurry, you can also say, because we announce bands for 23 days, you can also say, I want to extend it. Extend my happiness, extend my joy.
I can't wait.
I cannot wait. So you can reduce it to a week.
At a cost?
At a cost of still 300,000. Just because joy is more expensive.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so you go and make merry. The
What
same thing with
happens
Islam, Hindu.
What happens to a couple where one doesn't have a national ID but we want to wed and have a marriage certificate?
Aha, very good. How shall we as an agency prove that you are of age? You see that?
My physique can tell.
You want to be like those people who medically test people using eyes. You have malaria.
Who attended the school long time ago that you do like this. If you can touch here.
I went through that.
Oh, really?
I went through that. By the time I was in P1, my hand wasn't. I've been around.
You're going to click 70 before me.
I've been around. Retirement
I can
age.
tell. Okay.
So
you don't allow that.
We do not. There has to be legal proof of age. But also, a national ID helps to show your nationality. You understand? Because then, if you're not a national, there are other requirements that we ask of you.
So you don't conduct any marriage arrangements between couples that do not have national IDs or even NIN. How about if I have a NIN and I don't have a national ID?
No, we have a way of verifying that.
I have a NIN, but I lost my national ID.
It's okay. We have a system.
You can
we can verify that really it's your NIN. But also, to clarify it, you could be marrying a foreigner, a non-citizen. So we ask this foreigner to submit a letter of single status from their country that you see government says, this person really is single, to avoid cases of fraud. you know.
Could be running away from
Well,
a very
yes,
established family.
exactly.
And, marriage. Okay.
Yes. So in that case, we ask that person to
Proof.
prove a passport, something that shows that person is from this country, and yes, so that's what happens. But and as far as nationals are concerned, we actually need your copies of your IDs.
Okay.
Yes.
How do we book for those that are willing to do their weddings and marriage done by Nira? Because I understand that in the churches or mosques, you have to arrange, they take you through some programs, and also you have to book your date. Maybe you're going to be in October or December or January. On which date? Is that the same thing with Nira? You say 60 marriages that you conduct on a weekly basis. So what happens?
Not 60 necessarily, there are more.
In a week?
Yeah, in a week there are more.
Oh.
You might find a day we do 20, another day we do 10, 15.
Okay.
But most of them are happening on Fridays.
Okay.
They come in high numbers.
So what happens for those that could have picked interest? Ugandans.
We have a very well functioning system on our website.
So they do that
www.marriages.
online?
Yes. www.marriages.go.
So that me and my fiance want to get married.
You open an account. You open an account. You go through the process. And
both of us or one
person can do it, because it will keep asking you upload this, submit.
Okay.
Yeah, submit. And then for us, we generate a list and post and pin on our notice board. In case there is some for 23 days, in case there's someone who thinks, just like the way we do it at church.
Ask that.
The same way they do at church.
Ask that.
The same way they do at church. Yes, the same
so
way.
So is that notice board? Because Ugandans must be interested before you know that your wife is going to be getting married.
I need to verify, and I think we even have it online.
Oh, sure.
An online notice board, so that you're able to check and say,
someone's husband is going.
Yes.
There is
because it's also possible that someone can do a traditional marriage, then clandestinely goes, because if he has to go to church, let me use the word he to represent both. If he has to go to church, because it will be a big pronouncement, sneaks into
Nira.
You see that?
It's a quiet wedding and marriage.
You see that? So we announce for 23 days. You come and say, you see? So that happens. So all this is online. And now we have also improved our USSD *216#.
I can do it on my phone.
You can access all Nira services, be it death registration, birth registration, alien registration, and NID registration. And NID registrations are mainly change of particulars, replacement, and need this USSD is just beautiful.
Okay.
It sorts you out, free of charge, no data, no nothing. You just need your phone, which is connected to which is charged.
There are so many cases to do with lost IDs. We have many Ugandans who would love to replace their IDs. They don't know the process.
Replacing a national ID.
This very opportunity. And
replacing a national ID is one of the easiest things to do. Okay. Because we knew from the very start that there will be possibility for people to lose cards. So what you do, you just get a police letter. A police letter, because it's the custom that when you lose something, you go to police. So you lose it, you go to police, you come with a police letter. You have your police letter, you come to us. We ask you to pay 50,000 shillings. This money is paid.
For renewal?
There are two things. There's replacement
and renewal. Let's start with the replacement.
Yeah, replacement. So what's replaced is either lost or damaged card. You know, a lost card, you require you to pay 50,000. A police letter, 50,000. You pay to the bank. We give you a form.
Even when I have it.
The money.
And I mean the card, but
the damaged.
It is damaged. I have to pay.
Now, damaged actually is more expensive. It's 200,000.
For sure.
That's a legal fee. And you pay to the bank. It's URA that collects that money.
Oh.
We don't even have a Nira account that you see you're depositing this money to Nira. That also speaks about fraud. People asking people to pay money, send to this number. No. You pay to the bank. We only ask. In fact, we do not want to see money. We just want to see receipts.
Okay.
And for us, our role is to verify whether the receipt is paid. And also the system can tell. If you forge a PRN, the system will flag it and reject.
Okay. So I bring the receipt. How do you verify? By putting that PRN in your system and it's able to?
Exactly. In case we don't verify it, we're in a hurry, the system will do it.
Okay.
The algorithm is designed to read that PRN and verify it with the URA. If it's not paid, actually today we have we encountered an example. A foreigner, we now issue cards to foreigners called the alien identification cards. So there's someone who had registered.
I heard about that. I want us to create time for that. But first finish on your point.
My point is in the PRN. So an error was made when someone was entering her PRN. I think one digit was left. So when the system was processing her data in order to print a card, it flagged it off and rejected the whole process and said, wait a minute, there's a problem with your PRN. Fortunately, it sends you a message. So there is no escaping it.
Okay. That is really understandable. For those who have lost their IDs, the process. How about renewal?
Renewal is absolutely, government decided that renewing a national ID is absolutely free of charge. Just
renewal.
Yes.
Maybe for those who don't differentiate that, replacement is when you have lost or damaged your ID and you want a new one replaced.
Yes.
Renewal is when the time they give you expires.
Yes. A renewal is you have your card, but the time that is indicated on it,
which is always 10 years.
Yes, it's standard procedure, 10 years. So you want to renew so that you get another one. So in short, you want to give us this old card and we give you a new one. The government decided that it's a service to be given to Ugandans at a free cost. Free of charge, absolutely. So all you do, walk to our office with your ID, we look at it, the expired ID, or even the one which is about to expire, if you want. If you want, even if it has 5 years to expire, we can renew it, but it's not a must for it to be renewed. So it's free of charge and can be done from any Nira office.
Okay. Interesting. Our time is fast spent, but you mentioned about something to do with alien or something, the foreigners.
Legally resident foreigners in this country. We know we have these
non-Ugandans.
They're non-Ugandans, but they're here as
they can get national IDs.
No.
They get what?
Alien identification cards.
What's that?
They are cards. That's just a nomenclature. It's just a word. Like the way you would call this card.
But they get cards from Nira.
They get cards from
Nationals
Nira.
Get national IDs.
We get national IDs.
The others
get alien IDs to differentiate.
So there is no one who is going to be here and they don't have any card from Nira. You have also thought about them.
I hope we'll give them to refugees at a certain point so that we know that this is a Ugandan, this is a foreigner,
this is a refugee.
This is a refugee.
Okay.
You see that. So the only difference is Ugandans get them free of charge.
Okay.
Legal resident aliens get theirs at a fee of $100.
$100.
Yes. Okay. And the expiry date differs, because not all of them, and we do that based on the facilities that they've gotten from our sister agency, immigration. They've passed through the whole processes. They have maybe residence permits, they have maybe work permits, maybe dependent permits, maybe student permits. We would depend on what DCIC, Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration, has given them. We rely on that, and also passports of their mother countries. So depending on the duration of the facility that they have is how we
it's the one that determines
the duration. Yes.
That is going to be on their card.
But away from that, it's a very important document. it supports you to survive in this country, to live in harmony, to do to run your businesses as someone who can easily be identified. You can move freely. You can
no more carrying their passports.
Exactly.
Especially when they get services. I've always met them in the banks, in telecom companies, MTN, Airtel, wherever they carry their passports. At least you have saved them.
And I know right now as we speak, we have produced about we have produced about 1,500, or there are about 1,500 of those cards out of 1,800.
Wow.
That we have received applications.
What is the process for one to get that card?
Come to Nira with a documentation that you've gotten from immigration.
But you also talked about Directorate Citizenship and Migration Control.
Yes.
The others that are here with work permits, see the students who are here with a student pass.
Yes.
But also these expire. So what happens, because I understand when the work permit expire, they go back to DCIC for renewal. What happens when their IDs expire?
The ID actually...
They come back to Nira?
They first go to immigration to renew.
Yes.
To renew their facilities and then come back. Because without it, we cannot renew the card.
Okay.
Yes.
Does that also take in the East African residents who are in Uganda? Kenyans,
no.
Rwandese, South Sudanese who are here, what happens?
Right now, no.
They don't.
Do Kenyans come here and get permits? Do we
I mean,
no.
those cards. It could be Kenyans who are staying and living in Uganda and working from here.
No. We do not. We do. It's not catered for.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not within that category.
Okay.
Especially when you are attending to the spirit of East African community. Yeah, it facility doesn't cater for that. So we have our offices who are doing that right now. It's actually would like to appeal to our people who are legally resident here to come before the system locks you out. You see, when we started issuing our national IDs, it was taken as a joke until, people couldn't open a bank account, they couldn't access other facilities. And it became quick bomb time for everyone. You do this rush hour. So to avoid rush hour, I ask our colleagues to come and embrace this opportunity.
Okay. Interesting, our time is fast spent, but before I let you go, Mr. Kwalinga, there are those who have registered and also they qualify and they did everything, renewal, replacement, but they're not getting their IDs. Where and how should they get their IDs? 1 *216#.
Check, give us feedback. How do you give us feedback? We are present on social media, X, Nira_UG. Give us your feedback. On TikTok, the same thing. Give us that feedback. Call us on 0800-211-700. We shall pick your call and give you feedback. We are also upgrading another function on the website that will enable you check. You give us this feedback, we shall guide you accordingly, because we know that sometimes going to our offices is a bit disturbing and inconveniencing the distance, both the distance and also the crowds. So we're trying to expand our feedback channels. So that's how you find out. And we shall, and please do not hesitate. If we don't respond to you today, please come back tomorrow. Because you see, we serve the entire population of this country. So do not get mad at us, or even if you get mad at us, do not give up on us.
Okay. Do not give up.
Yes.
On Nira.
Yes.
Nira unlocked how to get renew, but also correct your national ID. It is not just about your national ID. Birth certificate for your child, death certificate for your loved one that you lost, but also you want to get married or you got married. Nira will give you that marriage certificate. If you have one from the church, please go to Nira for them to authenticate it. Otherwise, for you who do not have that stamp from Nira, I'm wondering whether you are married. The government may be there and they don't know that you are legally married in this country. Interestingly, there are those who are in this country, but you are not Ugandans, and you've been carrying your passports everywhere you go. Nira has thought about you, and you can get there, Arian. They know better. That card, that Arian or something, a card, you can go and register before it is too late. Until next time, same station, same program. We were live on YouTube. We just put U24 and the State of Affairs always live there. And we're also live on TikTok. I heard people say, keep tapping the screen. Until next time, and this is the State of Affairs. I want to believe that you've been inspired by our special guest tonight, Peter Okwalinga, the communications officer coming from Nira. Ampere Amon Otega is my name, and we had a very big team that makes sure that you get this program live on the TikTok, on YouTube, and U24 television. The repeat of this program is always Friday. Make sure you create time to follow this program. For God and my country, I'm Pere Amon Otega. Allow me to sign out.